Welcome back in. Well, as you guys can see, I am joined by some very special guests here in the studio. I am excited and elated to have the back-to-back state champion Sonora football team here on the show. And let me introduce the Wildcats to you, even though these guys need no introduction. We're going to start off over here at the end. We have Steven, the jokester, Morefoot. What's up, Steven?
How's it going?
All right, brother. Right next to him, the quarterback, Eli Ingalls. And right next to Eli, we have the one and only Brody Spear. And right next to Brody, we have Dallas Latin. And now we're going to go over to this side. He doesn't accept credit cards, ladies and gentlemen. It's Cash Byington. What's up, Cash? Kevin? All right, right next to Cash, we have Chance Davis. And right next to Chance, the guy with the best hair on the team, Samuel Outerman. And right next to him, the man with the master plan, the head coach of this incredible operation, the one and only Kirk Clifton. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
How are you?
Oh, man, I am blessed. I'm excited to actually have you guys here. Back-to-back state championships for you guys. They were also recently rated the #1 small school in the nation for football. Can you just describe the emotions, the whirlwind, just the excitement of being able to claim back-to-back state champions?
I mean, it's kind of weird. I was talking to my dad about this after we won it the second time. The pure excitement going crazy wasn't really there. It was like we expected to do that. And then all of a sudden we had to remember that was the last time I was ever going to get to play with the people at this table. So that kind of hit hard. But then I got home and I was like, yeah, I'm a back-to-back state champion. I remember telling some of my friends, I was like, yeah, we did it twice. So just super, super good feeling. And I don't know if it'll ever be done again. It could be. Hopefully it does. But super cool.
You know, you hear a lot of times from teams that win state championships that winning the first one is not the hardest. The hardest part is defending the state championship.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel an immense amount of pressure on you guys this year, or the target on your back because you were the defending state champs? And if so, how did you guys embrace that and use that as motivation?
The target on our back really pushed us this year. Like after winning that first one, we knew we had to come back and one-up ourselves, you know. So every week the target on our back just made us work harder, like every day at practice. So we brought that to the table and took it one game at a time.
Now, you guys had a lot of seniors on the team this year, and for you guys up here who are seniors, does this kind of feel like a storybook ending to your career at Sonora, at least as far as the football program is concerned? Back-to-back state champs, #1 small school ranking.
Feels very surreal. You know, it's like almost a dream. Like after winning the first one, you know, like, dang, that's cool. You know, we're state champions, and then working out in the off season, you know, trying to do it again. And then after, you know, beating all those hard teams in the preseason, then sweeping the league, and then to playoffs, you know, sections, NorCal, and then the state title game. I mean, it didn't even feel real. You know, you don't even realize it until after you win. You're like, dang, we just won a second state championship.
So after you win the state title a few weeks ago, kind of like last year, you guys got the parade, the rock star treatment, the red carpet, and all that other good stuff. How did it feel to be acknowledged and recognized by the community of Sonora? And what did it mean to you guys to represent that community?
Honestly, I think that meant like everything to us, because I felt like our football team kind of helped bring the community together a little bit more, and like having everyone show out at the games like every Friday night is pretty cool. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, when we played Wood Creek and we saw how many people were in the stands, at least myself, and I knew that was the last time we were ever going to play on that field, and we earned it. One of the greatest feelings ever. I always wanted to play football, and got to do it at the ultimate level for high school, so it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, I'd say. So now to Steven, Brody, or Dallas, you know, after winning a state championship, when you guys went back to school that following Monday, was there a little more swagger or pep in your step walking around the school campus?
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, 100%. Like, all the teachers were talking to us, congratulating us, the staff members, even like the janitors and like the students. It was just amazing how much like like praise we got for doing it again, and I don't know, it's a pretty great feeling.
What kind of words of advice or wisdom would you give to young kids who say, I want to be the next Brody or Eli or Dallas or, and win a state title with Sonora?
Yeah, I would tell them to work hard every day because these back-to-back state championships did not come easily. I mean, our team put a lot of hard work and dedication into it, and I got 2 younger cousins that ever since I started playing high school football have been following me, loving the game of football. I've been getting them some toys and stuff, playing catch. So just helping the next generation that are going to go to Sonora High is a huge part of what I think we should do.
Yeah, I also think starting young like we did, we've been all playing together since we were super young, that all that team chemistry and brotherhood that we have really represented. So I think that they should start that young, start playing young and learning the system and everything like that.
Personally, it feels pretty good knowing that we can make our community proud and bring everyone up for a common goal. Especially nowadays, I don't think a lot of people have that.
Coach, another thing I want to say, you're a former graduate of Sonora High School. To bring back multiple state championships to your alma mater, how did that make you feel? Was that a little extra sweet?
Yeah, I mean, I still have a smile on my face and think about it all the time. And it makes, obviously it makes you happy, and yeah, it's very special, to be honest with you. And to discount that and say that it wouldn't be, I would be lying to you, and I just can't do it. It's pretty awesome.
You guys being seniors, when you look back on the 2025 Sonora football season and the team, what would you say is special, unique, or just distinguished about this team, and what are the memories that you're going to remember from the team this final year?
Honestly, I would say it was just a bunch of brothers just going out there and having fun, We didn't really think, we didn't take it too, open-minded. We just went out there, had fun, played football, and that's all we've ever known. So just to go out there with your brothers, it means the world.
When we left the restaurant the night before the game, the manager came out and pulled me aside, and he was standing right there with me, and she just wanted to compliment us on how well-mannered our kids were, and how well they acted, and she was very, very impressed. And then when we were leaving the hotel the next morning, the hotel manager went to him and said the same exact thing. And then after the game, and I don't remember the gentleman's name, but he's second in charge of the CIF, he came up and shook my hand and congratulated us, and he was really impressed with our team, and he said, I just want to let you know that your kids, you guys do it right. Your kids act, and they play extremely hard, and they act with a tremendous amount of, pride and gentlemen. And I was like, regardless of the outcome of that game, we had already won. And I think that embodies what our town and our community is, to be honest with you.
Well, Coach Clifton, I think that's an extension of you and the staff that you put there at the school. And I can attest to everything Coach Clifton has said. Obviously, it's my job. I have to interview a lot of teams and athletes, and every interaction or interview that I've had with these guys up here has been pleasant. They have been kind. They've gone out of their way to make sure that I got my story or anything that I'm doing. So I just want to, emphasize that these are stand-up gentlemen that are on here. And I know that you guys are going to do phenomenal things once your football days are over with. All I ask is you remember the little people, okay? So thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you guys on here. Once again, the back-to-back state champion Sonora football team on the show. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, well, this is what we have coming up next right here on Toyota Sports Extra.